Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Jedi Knights Watch. My name is Graham. I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas. Today what we're going to do is just kind of check in with the collection. There's been some changes since my last collection tour. Of course, we just had Christmas, so we've got figures that have come into the collection. We've got figures that have been moved around. We've got figures that have been reposed. So just some stuff going on. Thought it'd be a nice video to just be able to check in with you guys, kind of show you the status of where the collection is. Being that it's the week of Christmas, not really filming any reviews or anything like that, so I just thought this would be an easy thing to do to check in and let you guys know where I'm at. So the biggest changes have been in the DFs here. One side note, we're waiting on a figure to come next week, but then also Spider-Man 2099 is going to be here tomorrow, so I'm very excited about that. Without further ado, let's just start. So what I did, the biggest change is to the Star Wars figures. And what I did was, I had the original trilogy up top, and then like Clone Wars stuff, Rogue One down there, and then this one was like the newer stuff, the Mando stuff. But now it just pretty much is going to go in chronological order. So I just moved everything around, and so this case is damn near done. I think it looks really good. Let me know what you guys think. There's that little gap up in the top above Vader, and that's actually waiting for tech. So then, you know, this case will be pretty much good to go. So we got my Bad Batch right there. And this case, by the way, it looks a little dark when compared to the other cases. So, talking to Brian about that just to see if it's the lights themselves, if it's the power adapter, because it does bother me. It's just slightly darker, but like Anakin down here, like he's pretty dark. And I get it. It's because he's very much up front in the case, so the light's not really hitting him. Obviously, the figures in the back are going to be a little bit more well lit, but it still is bothering me just a little bit. So I definitely got to figure that out. But nonetheless, we changed up the Bad Batch a little bit. We got Hunter and Wrecker with the portraits on, but then also the figures in the back still have the helmets. But just to give it a little bit of a change, a little bit of change of depth there too, maybe. I love this Vader. I mean, this Bane figure that we're going to talk about in a little bit is really great, but this Vader is so freaking cool too. There, I'll lighten that up a little bit. Don't want to overexpose it, but that way you can see a little bit better. The Obi-Wan here is really nice too. That is a new figure in the collection. Got him for Christmas. He looks really, really good. Great head sculpt. And then of course the Rogue One figures right there. All right, let's move on. I'm just going to darken this just a little bit. All right. Over here, no different poses, just kind of putting figures in different spots. So this is like my A New Hope shelf. So I think that looks really, really good too. I'm pretty happy with that. One open spot here. Could be for like a Tarkin, could be for Death Star gunner, could be just a Stormtrooper. But I'd like Tarkin, but I don't want to pay that price for him. We do have a Sand Trooper up in the back. So I don't necessarily need a Trooper, but I would like one more figure just to kind of fill this in. And yes, I am well aware that this Luke is Empire Strikes Back, but he was in his pilot outfit in the end of A New Hope, so he fits because, as you'll see right here, we already have Bespin Luke down here, so I don't really want two Lukes right next to each other, and then not have one in the other case. But here is basically Empire Strikes Back going into Return of the Jedi. Put the Emperor on the Return of the Jedi Vader steps. I think that looks pretty cool. And then you got the shadows just kind of hitting them. I like that a lot. Added a second Return of the Jedi Trooper as well, just to give a little bit of balance on each side. And then we have Return of the Jedi Vader there on top. I've been contemplating putting the helmet on him, but we'll see. And then down here where Wicket is, we're actually going to be adding Endor Luke as well, and then I think I'm going to take Mando Luke head sculpt and swap those, because obviously this is the more superior head sculpt, and I just feel like I can hide the other one under the hood a lot easier. And shout out to DLO The Collector, stole this pose from him. And then scanning back here a little bit, this shelf is gonna fill up pretty quick. So it's gonna look like this probably by mid 2025, because we've got Chopper that's gonna be here in January. We've got Hera that's gonna be coming out. I would like to add a young Ahsoka from that Ahsoka line, but put her up in the Clone Wars shelf there. So we'll see about that. But a few figures coming in here. We already got Thrawn there. And then another figure that I got for Christmas is OG Mando, but we chromed him out, and this looks so freaking cool. So glad to have this guy back in the collection. It's weird, I'm kind of going full circle here. I got OG Mando back in the collection. I got my second Return of the Jedi Stormtrooper in the collection. I had Deluxe Return of the Jedi Luke. We're just going with Endor now. So kind of like going backwards a little bit, but nonetheless, I'm happy with it. And I think I'm kind of finding my rhythm here with Star Wars. The other thing I did do up here, I took C-3PO. This is Return of the Jedi technically. And then this might be Force Awakens R2. But they're going to be used as my New Hope figures. But I put them on the Darth Vader base from Return of the Jedi because they both fit on it. So that was how I could get them together. So that works out pretty well too. So yeah, there it is. I'm pretty happy with how it's coming along. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Another figure of the year candidate is right down here, and it is Bane. This figure is so cool. I did do a review on that, so you can go check that out at your leisure with my modified Batman Begins. I really wish that I could get like a Dark Knight Rises Batman, but haven't really fallen in love with any of them. So we'll continue to wait. Joker's gonna go right down there as well. So there's like the Dark Knight shelf. Definitely would like more figures, but I haven't been blown away by some of them. Catwoman, kind of just meh. Joker's gonna be great, and I can't really find a great Batman. So down here, nothing has changed, so that's the same. Just waiting on my Jazz Inc. Batmobile. So if anybody would like to buy this puppy, she is a beaut in her own right, let me know. Can hook you up with a pretty good deal. All right, get off the ground here. All right, looking at the 6 series, like not much has changed here at all. You guys saw we kind of did a little bit of the Batman shelf here, which I really love. I did get the Drifter helmet in recently, so that's been added to that figure. Luckily mine had no damage, nothing was missing, nothing was broken. I still love that Conundrum Man. It looks all so good together. The one thing I did change was just Wonder Woman, just a tweak. Put her on the Thanos base and kind of have her in the middle here, just to kind of, you know, we got the Trinity here, so I think they look really good together. One of my biggest regrets is not getting that Wonder Woman WB 100, but until we get something from InArt or just another offering from Hot Toys, that'll do. Got some Suicide Squad members down there, and of course Marvel is still the same. All right, let's go to the monos. A couple changes here, not much. So we have my Hot Toys Batman, and just redid the pose on him, so I'm pretty happy with that. And then also changed up the poses for my Into the Spider-Verse figures. I like those a lot. Like, really glad that I didn't miss that line. I did get them after. Well, I got Miles from Sideshow, but Gwen was sold out. But luckily, I still got a pretty good deal on her. We got one open case here, and that's either going to be for $20.99 or Jack Sparrow, because Jack Sparrow's coming up quick. So that could be beginning of 2025 that comes out. So might have to move a couple things around here just to make room, but this is going to be more of like a showcase for my one-offs or just anything that I like seeing next to my desk. Still due for a Predator. This is one of my oldest figures in the collection with a custom base. And of course, can't do a video without looking at that Myers Toys Joker head sculpt. I love that scene in the movie. That's great. But yeah, so outside of that, $20.99, probably gonna go there because I don't know if I can fit them with those two. We'll see. We'll see if we can work that out. And then Return of the Jedi, Endor Luke, gonna go where Wicket is. Wicket will just get pushed up front. We're kind of like what Yoda's doing. And then Chopper will probably go by Ahsoka for now until we get Hera. And then of course, whenever we get Joker, he's going down there. So I think we pretty much have homes for everything so far. John Wick is another one that I have coming my way, thanks to Hawk Wars Toys. And then Chopper's actually coming from Underground Figures, so the Rays are really helping me out here. I wouldn't mind getting a few more CCFL Sabers. They look so good. It's just, they're so expensive, but you can't deny how cool those look. This one seems to be getting a little on the dull side, but I do have another one for Vader. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with how Star Wars is coming along. It's obviously been the biggest change here, so that's what I've been working on. Hopefully you guys like the video. Hopefully you like the display. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know how your Christmas was. I'd love to hear from you guys. And until next time, stay safe out there, and we'll see you soon.